Hi there, and today I've got a question from Jeff, and Jeff's asking about using a bike for cross-training, and he's got the option of picking up a low-end, slightly used, specialized, and he's wanting my opinion as far as whether he's wasting his time as far as using a bike for cross-training is concerned, and what specifically to be looking at as far as picking up a lightly used bike. CoachEdu.net. Well, Jeff, first and foremost, utilizing a road bike for cross-training, absolutely it's the way to go. For myself, what I'll be looking at is doing the vast majority of my training time on the bike, simply because it's low impact, but I still get to work my cardiovascular system, I still get to work my muscular system, and keeping more hours of exercise weight off my joints and off my ligaments, and thereby I'm able to go year in, year out, completely injury free. So using a bike for cross training, absolutely A-OK, definitely the way to go. But when it comes to choosing yourself a road bike, especially an entry-level bike and you're just getting into cycling, there are a couple of factors that you really need to bear in mind. The first number one factor is have a look at the gearing on the bike, whether it's new, whether it's used. You're wanting what's called a compact crankset. In other words, it's got a smaller cog on the front in order to be able to give you much lighter gears, which allows you to spin your legs more, especially while going uphill, as opposed to grinding a heavy gear, which will only tend to lead you getting injuries, and which you'll then carry through into your running side. So you're wanting a compact crankset with light gears to be able to spin easily uphill. Number two, and this is especially important if you're picking up a lightly used or second-hand bike, is you want the steerer tube to be made of alloy. You do not want a carbon fiber steerer tube. And if you're buying a second-hand bike that's got a carbon fiber steerer tube, first things first, I would swap that out for an alloy steerer tube, because if that bike has been in even a light crash where there's been a knock onto the front wheel, the chances are that carbon fiber steerer tube will have a crack in it, and you'll only discover that crack when you're barreling down the hill and go around the corner and suddenly your front wheel disappears off from the rest of the bike. And also, if you're buying a bike new, I would look for getting a bike with a alloy steerer tube. Likewise, because if you're new to cycling, the chances of falling over, picking up some sort of a light crash is incredibly likely, and that will crack your steerer tube and lead to major problems down the line. So, first and foremost, compact cranks. Secondly, alloy steerer tube. And then, if you're looking at getting the most out of your cross training and the most out of your cycling fitness training, you'll be looking at getting a power meter for the bike. And by far the most affordable and easiest to use power meters out there are the Stages power meters. This is not an endorsement whatsoever. I'm not paid by Stages. It's just a product that is incredibly light, incredibly simple to use, and incredibly durable. So that's my take on the matter. And if Team Sky uses Stages while not being sponsored by them at all, then it can't be too much of a terrible thing. There are other types of power meters out there that are way more expensive. Stages is by far one of the cheapest available on the market, and as well as that, incredibly reliable. So those are my takes on the matter. By all means, get yourself a bike for your cross training, but you're wanting compact cranks, alloy steerer tube, and then possibly add onto that a power meter to be able to get the most out of your cross training sessions. That's my take on the matter. Share this out amongst all your running friends. Post any comments, questions, criticisms down below. Thumbs up if you like the content, thumbs down if not. And last but by no means least, there's a big red subscribe button down there. Hit that subscribe button, that way you stay subscribed to my channel for all the new content that comes out to you on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Stay carved up for the win out there. I'll see you next time.